Welcome back, everybody. Well, we gotta go rescue a pickup. We ran it out of gas the other day when we were fencing up back. So I gotta take a four-wheeler and some gas and go get that. Go fence one more pasture, move some cows, and then I think we're gonna go try to cut some hay. That's what's happening on Ranching Sodak. What's up? Huh? What's up? So we got a little system coming over us. It's raining in North Dakota right now. I don't think it's gonna do anything. I know it's raining north of us a ways, but I think it's gonna skirt us, so we'll be fine. I gotta grab a gas can in this four-wheeler. 2 miles, 2.5 miles up there to that pickup. And it fell in a big rut, and then it was out of gas. These fuel gauges don't work on these Chevy pickups, so I never believe them. I maybe should have believed them that time. Let's put some juice in her. So the reason we were out here with this pickup, this next pasture up ahead, we moved all the cows out of this group from this pasture, and they're over this hill, so we can go shut the gate. And we pushed about 15 or 20 new posts. We can go staple those up and then shut the gate. Let's come back with some salt and mineral tomorrow or whatever. My telehandler is still out there. There's a couple more posts I need to push. Ran out of posts. Here's the next project that needs to be addressed. This is a free-flowing spring. Currently it's plugged. It just goes underground, and there's a culvert up here that's buried in the ground. Here, let's hyper walk over here. Warp speed. Yeah, so you see that water? That water is coming up to the surface of the ground. It's running out right here because the pipe is plugged, so the water's actually building pressure up and running out here, right there. So what we need to do is we need to blow air through that line. It gets plugged with some rust and crap, and get that thing free flowing again, and put posts back in to build this little protection so the cattle can't get in here and knock this pipe. But that's not the reason why it's not running. It's plugged right now. So just get a good look at this and get it wrapped in your head what you're going to do here. This tank is full of dirt, or it's a lot of crap in there. I really think we should pull this tank out, tip it over. It's got a metal bottom in it. Dump the tank out, set it back down, get her going, put a few posts here, and spiffy this back up. So anyways, but for now, let's go get that pickup and head home. This is way nicer than jumping in the stock trailer. Old Chester, she's quite the unit. Here's where we got the pickup dropped in this huge rut, but these Chevys got fuel pumps in their tank, so you're not really supposed to run them out of fuel. I got faith in the old girl. What the hell do I have this pouch on for? Okay, moment of truth. We'll cycle the key a few times. Well, we better get her some go-go juice. But I was just thinking about that Seinfeld episode when he goes to that car dealership, Kramer, and he's trying to see how far he can drive it on E with that salesman.
It looks like we're gonna need some gas.
Oh? Well, how much gas you think is in there right now?
Well, it's on E.
Ah! Oh, man! Not the gas!
But it needs it, Kramer. It needs it bad.
You think that this will make you happy? Because it won't!
She needs it, Kramer, bad. We gotta grab a fencer and a tester because there's a little stretch of hot wire on this next place we're going. So this one's got a nice dam on it here, but they'll crowd up in that back corner over there. There's a farm field and then the dam, and when the wind's blowing out of the northwest, they'll all ball up over there. So what I did a couple years ago is I put a single strand hot wire in front of this fence up to here. I don't really want them back around this dam because of the face of the dam, so there's some riprap, and then I keep this closed up, and then when the water's high they don't really get back here. walk this here quick, see if this fence is all on insulators, and then put a charger on it. Interesting. Look what I found in the grass. How the heck did that happen? Oh, I thought I'd counted and I had all my fencers. Apparently not so much. So this thing's been laying on its belly all winter long, so it's definitely dead. Frick. The good news is I have another fencer. Bad news is its battery's dead. I'm gonna leave it in the sun here and see if it will come back alive. Let's get the quad unloaded and we'll go around this pasture. So here's the group of cows that are coming into here now. So they're full. They're not out of grass, but we're going to keep moving them. Just going to open the gate and leave, and then we'll come back tomorrow. Since there's so many little baby calves, I don't chase them out. I'll just let them come out by themselves today. Most of the calves will go back tonight, and then the next day the moms will bring everybody through. This is the pasture where we put that brace in. Me and Sassy Pants did a couple videos back. There's a brace down there we built, or a couple, and then one down here, which we'll drive by. I don't call them. I don't chase them in. Just they pair up a lot better if you just let them do it on their own, in my opinion. The brace, if you guys didn't watch that video, we made these pipe braces. There's a pallet racking iron in the middle with the braces, or I mean with the little flat iron brackets we screwed right to the pipe. Those are 9-footers. Cable, like 5/16 cable for our twisting wire. Everything is metal. Everything's metal, no welding. Them puppies will be there when my grandkids drive by. We made her all the way around and come back to this. She's snapping. So she come back alive. I don't know what it's snapping on though, or why. Oh, right there, a little gopher nibbled on that underground. So that might be a success story there, boys. We'll just leave that how she is. Hey guys, doggos are always happy to be loaded back up after their couple 3-mile run. Sheesh. It's windy out. Not really windy, but she's got a nice little breeze to her. Let's get in this pickup. I got a little drink. I'm gonna head over to Jim's. I think I'm gonna try to cut a little hay. Stand by to stand by. Well, folks, I gotta introduce you to something. I cut that first field of 20 acres. It took me all day. And nobody was around. The boys are gone, and Jim's out for the summer. So I had to make a decision. And here was the decision. So I picked this thing up in North Dakota. It's a 16-foot head discbine, but I've never ran one like this before. So we are going to attempt to try to run this thing today. I got 25 acres up on the hill. We are going to go see if we can learn how to run this machine. So wish us luck. Got the book along. I read the book when it was raining the other day. My neighbor, he's got one. It's a hair newer than this one. Very similar machine. So kind of bounced some ideas off of him. He's gonna be on call here for me to help me get things set up, but let's give her a shot. Well, let's check the oil first. She good. This thing hasn't been used for, I don't think he used it last year. Or no, he did too. He cut 60 acres with it last year. This guy that owned this thing, he had it for 5 or 6 years and had a couple quarters of alfalfa. He had no cows, so it's a pretty clean machine. It's got auto steer. I don't know how to run that either. No book for that, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little intimidated to start with here, because I don't really want to wreck anything. What's the worst that can happen, right? Turn steering wheel right, turn it left. Okay to start. Well, I'm gonna nibble around in this grass out here and see if I can figure some stuff out. since I raised it up, I had it tilted all the way back too. I had it tilted as far back as it would go because I'm scared. So I mean, it obviously it ratted up this short grass because I had the thing tilted. But look at all the mud, and I don't know. I think it's too wet to cut hay. I'm thinking the pocket gopher mounds are going to be really wet. We're going to have to wait. I'm going to go talk to Mike and see if he's going to cut today, or it's really humid out as well. This is a super indecisive video, Matt. I'm trying to be honest with you. I'm a little nervous here. I don't know what I'm doing. We cut a little hay with the machine. It does work. It's too wet. Too wet. I'm still scared. Help me. Oh, we'll figure it out. It's not rocket science. I don't want to go out there when it's muddy or whatever and make a mess. I'm gonna cruise over by Mike's and see what he's thinking. We might go back to fencing. Okay, I got a plan. I don't know. This is the field where I cut around her 4 times, so we got the headlands off. Just got to go back and forth. But I walked out in here. I think I'm gonna go home and have some dinner. And by 2 o'clock, I think we'll be able to go. It's dry enough down on the ground, so it's a lot of hay out here, though. Holy moly! That was double fertilized. You see that line right there? 2 years ago, I had this thing set wrong, so that got double fertilized. This hasn't had no fertilizer on it. I think that's probably what a guy should do, is like double fertilize every 3 years. That really works if you get some rain. But she's gonna go after dinner. I played around with the auto steer in the yard there, and I got that figured out. It's real similar to my Outback system. I'm feeling confident right now. Stay tuned. Let's go have some burgers. Well, we're gonna go for it. It's about 2 o'clock. The wind's been blowing, the sun's out. I think we're gonna be able to cut. Let's do this. I got the auto steer working. We'll head to the field and give her a shot. Well, our little corn plants are all coming along. Should be pretty good. We've had about 5 inches of rain on the corn after we planted it, so she should grow. Got her sprayed, fertilized. I cut around that field, you know, I did the headland, so this should just be straight back and forth once we get her going. I wanna get the windrow flapper down so it leaves a nice wide windrow. So in order to do that, there's a lever over here that'll flop the flapper down, and then the hay will come out of the conditioners and hit that shield there and fall straight down. So basically my windrow is going to be about 6 feet wide, but it should be fairly even for hay, so you won't have no lumps and bumps. You don't have to worry about driving over it like with a tractor, because we never go back here. The hay will go underneath the machine, and we'll never come back here again. So with a tractor, you got to drive over it. Okay, there we go. Well, I've been getting her figured out. I'm probably a third done with this little 20-acre piece. I think I got the settings where I want it. So it's kind of muddy. It's sticking on the turtles, but Sassy Pants is here. Huh? I'm learning.
Is it working good though?
Betty made it on the channel. Well, I just got a text from my neighbor. He says, did you get a self-propelled mower? I guess he's gonna have to watch Ranching Sodak and find out, huh? No, actually, I think he just drove by. He saw me. Swath with the new machine in the first field. Boys. Well, it wasn't ideal conditions by any means. It's pretty wet. We had 4 inches of rain at the beginning of the week. Or last Tuesday, actually. So 4 or 5 days ago tomorrow. So the ground's really wet underneath, the hay was thick, the pocket gopher mounds were sticking on the bar, but all in all, I got it figured out. I think I still got to talk to Mike about the tilt and the pressure. I put some more pressure on, which I think makes it come up, so it's not so much weight on the deck. But just stuff I'm going to have to learn as we go. Probably flip all these knives around before we start the next field, and yeah. Well, like I said earlier, we're gonna take Betty back and have supper with Matt tonight. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and we will catch you. Thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.